So let's talk life path versus free will. Hey guys, it's John sitting here in my sit in love room that I talk about frequently. It's the room where I get to come and I sit in love every morning and every evening. It's just a beautiful space for me. I love the pumpkin orange walls. It just is very serene for me. But I wanted to hop on and talk about this concept of free will versus life path. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because it seems to be something that comes up frequently with a lot of the people I talk to in private sessions, and a lot of people who come on live streams. They talk about my purpose, my soul's purpose, my life path, these predestined or prefated ideas. And I say you always have free will. And that's a contradiction, because if you have a destined life path or a fate that you must fulfill, or some sacred mission or special journey you're supposed to travel, then the concept of free will is completely moot. This idea of life path or life journeys is very much a New Age dogma. It's something that does not exist in the ancient texts at all. It's something very much in the new, since like the 1980s or 1970s even. That's when it started really happening, this life path idea. But when you look at the Bible, it says, whatever you ask in God's name is granted if you have faith. Whatever you ask, it means you have the free will to say, this is what I'm creating. The Buddha says, what you think you become, you create your world. And that means that you are the one creating from your free will. It's not pre-created. It's not already set up for you. When I look at these ideas of life path versus free will, the biggest question that people have for me is, don't we choose our lives before we come? And it's interesting, my answer always comes back to this. We choose potential life paths because life is eternal, and when we're on the other side, we understand all things. But we choose our potential life paths, but in my own mind, it's like saying, I'm going to try that one to see what I do with it, right? It's not, I'm going to do that life so that I can experience this predestined, fated thing. No, it's I'm going to choose that life to see what I personally will do with it, what I would personally create into that experience. And so when yes, do we choose the path we come in? Sure, why not? We choose the potential life path. Right? This is an experience that I want to see what I do with that. And, what free will choices would I make? What would come out of this experience? And when people get so lost in the concept of life paths and predestined lives and fate and destiny, once again, they're not in any way, shape, or form talking about something that's from ancient texts. A lot of people will tell you it's from ancient texts. It's not. It's just not in there. But it is from the modern New Age movement and this idea of choosing your life path and life paths in general. When it comes back to the idea of, are you the creator of your experience? All of the ancient texts say you are. What you think you become, you create your world. As a man thinketh, so is he. Same thing, right? But it's a matter of us coming to the moment of choosing and saying we do have free will. We have the ability to create anything in our lives. And the Bible says you can bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. You can bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. You have the free will to be loving here and now. God is love. The kingdom of heaven is filled with love, right? And the concept of even kingdom is an ancient idea. But you have the ability to bring that loving expression to life in the present. And in reality, you're the only one who can in your life. You're the only one who can create a loving, beautiful life for yourself. And the more you express love, the more you are delivering the kingdom of heaven, because God is love. The more you express joy and happiness, the more you're bringing the expression of love to the world. And the more you focus on the negative and the being a victim of something and all of those things, what you find out very quickly is that you're just going to create that as well. Most of us don't understand that we're creating in every moment. What are we creating? We're creating what we believe. How do we create? By believing it. And so the choice to believe something is absolutely 100% creative. That is where free will, rubber hits the road. That's where it hits the road. What you believe about this present moment is what's creating. So when you look at your life, how is it? Is it great? Is it terrible? Is it rotten? What are you going to change? Because you're the one who has the ability to change it. You're the only one who has the ability to change it. You're the one who has the power of this pinpoint of creation called your present moment. And I want to make sure I say that again, your present moment. Your life will be exactly what you believe it to be. If you believe it sucks, it's going to suck. If you believe it's beautiful and you're receiving a beautiful life experience surrounded by people you love, you'll have that experience. If you believe it. But even in Shakespeare, he says, words without thoughts never to heaven go. You got to believe it. Words are just words. Words without actions are just daydreams. They're not creating. It's the belief that creates. When you pray, believe you shall receive and you shall. Whatever you ask in God's name is granted if you have faith. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can ask a mountain to move and it'll move. Nothing's impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for you. You're the one who has the free will to say, I can create anything, no matter what anybody has told you about your life path number, your expression of who you are, the journey that you're supposed to fulfill, the sacred missions. None of that has any relevance to your free will, because your free will is yours. And you have the ability to say, I am choosing to create a life that is beautiful and loving and caring. I am bringing the love of the source of God, of consciousness, yada, yada, to earth. I am bringing that expression here and now. And in bringing that expression here and now, I am delivering God. Because that is the point, to be here to be an expression, to come to know love more fully, and to step into your divinity and realize you can bring that love here and now. To bring that love here and now is literally you stepping into that divinity of and knowledge that you have the power to create. And you're the only one who does in your life. And I just wanted to hop on and talk about this dichotomy of soul path or free will. Soul path is of the constructs of the mind of man. It itself was somebody saying, this is my box that I'm putting myself in with my free will. You don't have to go down that box. You don't have to get stuck in that velvet cage. You can release that velvet cage and just live in the present moment, the only moment that you're conscious. You can't go to the store next Thursday right now, and you can't go to the store last Thursday right now. There's only one moment you have the ability to do anything. And it's right here, it's right now, and you have free will to wield in any direction you want. It really is up to you. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.